What it's interesting is you look at the changing nature of this storm. There's going to be more of an element of ice, so that is just going to make, well, you just kind of trade out your challenge because you may not see as significant of a total, but with those icing conditions, you're going to see very slippery road surfaces. We also have another very important update. The blizzard warning actually has been dropped for a good part of the area. It's interesting. You look at the front of our building here on 57th Street, and we're seeing the pavement, but boy, it is sloppy out there. It's messy, and the Park 28 winds out of the east at 28 as well. So this is what I'm talking about. You've trimmed it out of the island completely, out of coastal Jersey. So now the blizzard warning is just in effect for northern New Jersey and into the Hudson Valley. Now it will retire in the Hudson Valley around midnight. It'll be trimmed a little earlier for parts of northern New Jersey. Part of this is because there's the absence of the blowing and drifting snow. You're still dealing with coastal flooding. You're still dealing with gusty winds, and winter storm driving conditions remain for much of New Jersey, but they have trimmed that blizzard warning. So again, we're following the green line as it continues to push farther to the north. Wow, it is really changing over big time out on the island. We're seeing more sleet mix in into parts of Queens as well. Brooklyn reporting some sleet. That's just serving to tap down the totals. But again, that makes surfaces very slippery, and anything you do have to move, there's that much more density to it. So you got to pace yourself if you're out there shoveling. It's turned into a rain event around the Hamptons all the way out to Montauk, and that is certainly the case for the Jersey Shore. Working our way closer to those high tide cycles this morning. Coastal flooding is going to be a big issue. We're going to see very intense winds midday as well. Snow so far, tell you what, into parts of Putnam and Dutchess County, we're at 8 inches. 8 inches, and that's where we're going to see those bigger totals. 7.8 there. Sussex, Highland Lakes at 6. Green Pond is at 6. LaGuardia has almost 6 inches of snow, but now it's changed over. So ultimately, that number may go down with some sleet and freezing rain and then rain mixing in. Central Park right now, the total is at 4. So again, we've pushed these numbers farther to the north and west. Coding to 3 for parts of Monmouth Ocean, where you're seeing more rain take over. Obviously, those numbers are going to be down. But remember, you're trading it out for some sleet. So very slippery roadways in closer to the city. 3 to 6, though, for parts of the city. So you're saying, well, LaGuardia is at 6 right now. What's going to happen is you'll lose some, and then you'll get some back on the flip side. Catherine Garcia mentioning this, too. As this thing exits, cold air will fill back in, and you'll see it change back to snow. Look at this. By 4 o'clock, you could be at 50 in Montauk, so it's a total rain event by then for much of the island. But then it's a west wind, so you see that cold air take over, and then any exiting showers are going to be snow showers again tonight into Wednesday morning. Very dynamic and changing, fluid kind of storm. And then Wednesday morning with these temperatures, you're going to see a lot of icing. Futurecast again shows more mixing into the city, even into parts of Westchester by 1 o'clock. That'll bring those numbers down. But then as that cold air fills in, watch what happens to this line. You see it fill in more, so it's back to snow for the city. For commuters that did brave the day, you're going to be dealing with snow as you head home, and then it changes to snow as we work our way through the evening. I think the big concern tonight into tomorrow morning is going to be ice. There's going to be a lot of ice out there where you did see rain. It's going to change over to ice as far as getting around tomorrow morning. So you've got that to deal with. Very gusty winds, too, and coastal flooding. Don't forget that coastal flood warning. That's in effect, and we are seeing some very angry seas out there. And any snow that falls is going to stick around because 30 tomorrow, 33 on Thursday. You're still well below normal, and just 36 on Friday. But it definitely a very changing storm, so we'll be watching that green line in the mixing as we anticipate more of that through the middle part of the day. Over to you guys.